Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day on this double eviction day is Joy, aka Beauty and Spice 84. Woo! You guys should all follow Joy on Twitter. She always tweets about pretty much like every reality show. I don't know how you find the time, girl, but she's got some great insights all the time. She posts a lot of inspirational stuff too. So Joy, leave your Twitter handle in the comments because I think a lot of people would be interested to follow you. But anyway, thank you so much for your support, and if you guys want to be house guests of the day, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Alright, so yesterday, Cindy and Bruno were chatting about this week's vote, and for a while it was looking like it was going to be split, but Cindy let Bruno know. Ika said she's going to try and convince Dre to vote out Emily now, because she realized the votes are not there to keep Emily, so she wants to just, you know, even everything out. But guess what? Dre's already on board for that because she totally wants to save face with Dylan. She knows he's staying, and you don't want to be on the wrong side of the vote. But Bruno seems kind of annoyed about this because the targets would be so much clearer if the vote was split, because then it would be like, all right, Dylan, if you win HOH, you know who to put up, and he would have an excuse to say, hey, put up Ika and Dimitri's. All right, he's not going to have that now. So Cindy is like, guys, we all gotta get along. She really wants the 6 to work, but it's over. They don't realize that yesterday, or was it, I always get confused when we're filming this. The other day, Ika told Dre about the 6, so she freaking knows now. So Bruno's like, I want the 6 to work too, but it's really hard to talk things through with Ika when she's upset, because she'll just like walk away from you. That is tough. So anyway, Karen, Dylan, and Emily were having a strategy chat. Karen's been spending a lot of time with Dylan and Emily this week, and Karen was like, I don't know what's happening with the votes because no one tells me anything. I can't do that the whole time. But poor Karen, right? Somebody get her in the loop. So Dylan's like, I'm not gonna lie, part of me does kind of want to stay. Ugh. So we know that for a few days now, Dylan's been saying on the down low that he wants to stay. He doesn't want to say it in front of Emily because he doesn't want her to think that he's been campaigning against her. So Emily's like, oh yeah, I could tell you kind of want to stay now. Like, this sucks so bad because we both want to be here, and you know, it's hard being up on the block against your best friend. But she says she's like 80% sure that she's leaving at this point, but nobody's given her a solid answer. That sucks. So then Dylan starts claiming if he stays, his targets would be Kevin, Dimitri's, and William. Ooh. So then Karen's like, what about Cindy and Jackie? Like, they're always sneaking around all you know that Karen does not like Jackie. And Dylan's like, yeah, that sounds good too, but like, I got a lot of reasons to put up Kevin, Dimitri's, and William. You know, they're all justifiable. It's justified. So then Dylan's like, well, Karen, I want to team up with you if I stick around because you're not really a part of anything. I don't want to be part of any big groups anymore. So he's playing up that whole thing. I don't think he's serious here. I think he's just messing with Karen. But Karen is saying if she wins HOH, she wants to put Kevin and Jackie up on the block because they have made her life miserable. Oh, Karen. Then she calls Kevin an effing snake. And she's like, please don't tell him I said that. Because Karen does not want to be a target. Did you hear my name? Did they say my name? You gotta love Karen. Alright, so then William and Dre were discussing some possibilities for the double eviction. Dre's pretty nervous because she feels like the other side is going to target her over William because William is like their link to the other side. And they don't want to lose that. So it would be much easier to get rid of Dre, and then they would still have that connection there. So then they're talking about what would happen if Dre were to win HOH during double eviction, and she proposes Kevin and Bruno as nominees, and William's like, why Kevin? He's my friend. So Dre's like, yeah, but he doesn't bring anything to you game-wise, so like, what's the point of keeping him? And William's like, yeah, I see what you're saying, but you know, things could change if we get rid of some of Kevin's other allies. He's basically like, if Kevin's girlfriend goes missing, then he'll want me. So he's saying, but I mean, he does have a point. Like, if some of the other allies leave, then maybe Kevin will come crawling back to him. I don't know. So William would prefer to see Bruno and Netta going up on the block, with Bruno being the target because he's like the glue between Netta and Kevin. He feels like once Bruno's gone, Kevin will kind of be like a free agent. I don't know about that, but it will definitely loosen things up a bit. So Dre agrees, like, yeah, Bruno is definitely her target, but she's really nervous about putting him up and him not going home. Like, she wants this like a one and done thing. If she's gonna put Bruno up, he's gotta go. So then, a little comic relief yesterday. Cindy taught the group a little dance routine. I know they were working on Thriller. They might have been working on something else, but this is what she does. She used to work on a cruise ship teaching people line dances and stuff, so everybody was having a good time with that. And then back to the game. Netta was working on reeling Dylan back in. I'm pretty sure he is actually back with the Black and Saints Alliance, but they just want to make sure. So Dylan is like, Netta, I want you to move back into my bed. Not in like a sexual way, but so they can talk at night. And she's like, I don't know, I felt really weird when Emily made that comment about morals, and it brought back a lot of stuff from season 2 that she doesn't want to deal with again on social media. So Netta's like, don't worry, we have your back. Ika, Dimitri's, and all them were hardcore pushing for you to go this week, so just remember that in the future if you win HOH. Don't put us up. And Dylan's like, yeah, I'll do whatever you guys want during the double. I don't know, like I said, I'm pretty sure he's back with them, but you never know what could happen. But he's saying that he doesn't want to go to the other side. We'll see. So then Ika and Cindy were talking in the HOH room, and Cindy's like, guess what? Everything's coming up roses. I just totally changed the melody of that song. But Cindy says that she talked to Bruno, and she's been reassuring him that he can trust Ika. She's trying to get the group back together. And Ika's like, that's great. Like, I feel like things are cool with Bruno again. We had a good chat. Also, she had a really good day because she wasn't around Netta at all. Netta was off with Jackie for most of the day, so she feels good about that. So then Dimitri's comes in. There's more talk, rehashing Ika's argument with Netta. Oh my god, it was like such a non-event, but they keep going on and on about this crap, and I'm over it. I think you guys probably feel the same way too. So then Bruno and Cindy touch base again, and they're realizing the problem with their alliance, all this tension, is because Ika and Netta can't stand each other. Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. So they decided from this moment on, whenever Ika or Netta are venting to them about each other, they're just going to absorb all of that crap. They're not going to spread that throughout the alliance. They're not going to relay that back and forth. They don't want to be that middle person. It's just poison for the alliance. So Bruno doesn't want to get to a point where they have to choose sides. He likes Ika and Netta, so he's not about that. So we'll see how that works out and how long that lasts. But then last night, Dre and Ika were having a game chat in the bathroom, and they've made it clear they will be voting to evict Emily. Hopefully somebody will tell Karen, and it should be a unanimous vote, which is boring, but it is what it is. So Dre seems pretty confident that she can get Dylan to put up the other side if he wins HOH. She feels like she's got a good connection with him. She's going to keep telling him, like, your alliance didn't use the POV on you. But then I feel like his alliance will be like, that other side put you and Emily up on the block. So it goes both ways. But anyway, she's like, he wants to say he's 100% real. We'll see. So then this morning, the house guests found out they are all on slop. And it wasn't like Big Brother was just like, house guests, you're on mother effing slop. No. The food was removed from the storage room. The chains were back on the fridge. Karen went in there and was just like, what the F? She was pissed. You know how hangry Karen gets. And especially since they've got, a live show and competitions today, she was freaking out. So they don't know exactly why they're on slop, but they were realizing they did get a lot of warnings yesterday from Big Brother about, like, talking about production, cursing, napping. Nap time is over, house guests. So they're realizing, whoa, we've been a-holes. So that could be why. I think they're definitely trying to crank up the tension, too, before the double eviction. So just to let you guys know, the 4, which I edited down from the 6, meaning Netta, Bruno, Kevin, and Cindy have all been telling Emily that she's staying. Is anyone gonna tell her? So Ika and Dimitri's were super pissed about it. They're like, that's messed up. I don't know if they're gonna tell her or if they're just gonna let that happen. But by the time the fees went down this morning, no one had told her. Ugh. So it's pretty clear that Emily will be going first in the double eviction tonight. The second evictee up for grabs. Let me know in the comments who you guys want to see go. And I think tonight is going to be pretty interesting on the feeds because Trevor Boris, the competition guy, was all like, guess what? There's going to be an all-night competition tonight and it will be on the feeds, supposedly. So that should be interesting. The feeds will be up for Easter. Yay. So, yeah, make sure you guys check it out this weekend. So until tomorrow, much love.